This is a recording of Great Grandpa's Rocky Horse for Mel and Christy's first baby. Oh, shoot.
Found out about 3 months ago that I was going to be a great-great-grandpa, so I started right away looking through books to find something to make for my granddaughter or grandson. So
You're a great-grandpa.
Yeah, great-grandpa. So I looked through a book and I found this little plan. I hope you can see it. Did it show up?
Let me zoom in, see if it'll...
For, got it?
Uh-huh.
This is a miniature plan for Kersell Rocky Horse, and I decided to make it. So I went right down to the lumber yard and bought me a big 2x12 red white pine, 12 foot long, and I cut out my patterns, which is here, and then I cut my patterns all out, laid them on this 12 foot board, marked them all out, then sawed them all out and got them shaped, and then just shut it off now. Then when I got them all cut out and everything, I had to have 4 legs like this, and they all had to be tapered on both sides, and they had to be tapered on the bottom and flush with the, so they would fit on properly on the rockers. Then they had to be 2 legs to make this little thing, and 2 rockers, 2 brace boards across the bottom. It had to be the head, and the little arm piece to hold on to. And these are the muscles of the horse here that goes along on the side of the thing. So I got them all cut out and shaped up in all ways, rounding the corners and fixing it all up. And now at this time I'm going to try to assemble it like it's going to look. So just hold it a minute, and I'll get ready to set it up what it'll look like. So just hold it. That gives me a chance then to fit my head onto the body of the horse, which will set it here like this. And then that is the way it's going to look when I get it all finished up and done. It's got about 50 screws and bolts, and it's going to be painted. It's going to be it's all put together like this. Well, then I'll stain it maple, a light maple, and it will have a bridle and everything with the bit and a pair of reins that come up to it. And at that time, this is about all I can show you now, because I have to put the rest of it together to so you see what the whole thing is going to look like. And then also I have the little seat, which off the last will go on, and it is like this. And then this will all be carved out to fit the little cheeks of the little butt in here, so that it won't slide off. And then I'm going to have little red, blue, and green, and little beads all around the back of the seat, so that when you sit on it, it gives it more class, because this is a Kersell Rocky Horse, a miniature Kersell Rocky Horse when I get it finished. Now that'll be all for this time, and I'll finish it up later. And I'm beginning to start this, ready to put my stain on this now. I've got it all shaped up, and all the corners rounded and everything.
It looks like to me it's goofed up. Look at there, it ain't level.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, I'll be starting, which I'll start on the bottom, so when I turn this over, why it won't leave a mark, only on the bottom where it won't show. And I'm using, my gosh, I got too much oil in that.
A paintbrush.
I'm using light oak stain, and then later on, when it's all completed, it'll be it'll be Varathane with 2 coats. And I've cut my seat out here, and I'm shaping the little part for the buttocks right there. And this has got to be cut down deeper here, and this has got to be shaped in here, deeper down here. So it'll have a little hole there for.
Is that for a girl or boy?
It's for either one. That's why it's made like that.
Well, what if it,
Now.
what if it's for a girl's butt?
Be
Girls,
nice.
What's different?
It fits right in there, right in there. That's going to turn out pretty nice there. Now I'm going to put some of this oil stain on here, and it's like I say, it's light oak. You got to keep this real smooth and rubbed out so that you don't get too much in one spot. And then when it dries, better after it, get it all dried, after I get all the stain on it, then I take this sheepskin wool pad and I rub it out. And this rubs all the polish and causes it to have a nice shine to it. So you just rub it all out real good and keep it nice, so when you put your Varathane on it, it will really show pretty then. No light spots or nothing, some dust and dirt. So you see that? That's a beautiful piece of grain of wood that's going to be real neat looking.
Okay.
So that'll be about it.
You know what? I need to go in and make sure I got this.
Well, go on, yeah.
This here's one of the little neck muscles that I've cut out, which is 2 of them, like this. And I've drilled 5 holes in here that the screws goes in to hold this on the side of the head and the body. And then after I get my screws all in and everything and get it finished up, but then I take these little round wood plugs and I put 1 in each hole like that and glue it in. And then they will be stained the same as the rest of the body. And then when you get them all in, it makes it look real cute, and no screws or nothing will be showing. And I've lost one someplace. I don't know where it went, but must be laying here someplace. Here it is, right here. Okay, now that's the 5 little plugs in the hole, and that's the way they'll look when it's all finished up. So I think that makes a nice pattern. And all the rest of the body that's got holes all around where I screwed it, they'll all have these little plugs in them too to match this, so that they gives them a real neat looking sight there on that. So that's about all there is now, and so we'll till I get ready to assemble the whole thing together. So we'll have the 2 of them together.
Where have you got the head and the other feet? What are you doing with them right now?
They're all been the head and stuff's having all the fancy bridling painted on them, and the hair for the mane and the tail is being painted on by a lady over here in Kelseyville. And as soon as she gets it along, take about a week, she said, and then I'll be able to assemble it together and start Varathaning it.
Okay.
So it'll be a while, about another week now before we get on to that. So that's it. Yeah, I'll hold it like that. That shows. I'll show you. I'll hold this one. This goes. This goes like this.
Uh-huh. It's hard to imagine right
Like
now.
that.
Uh-huh.
And then, of course, it looked better after you get the head on, and that'll show where the head goes in up here. So that's about it for that. We're back again to take some more movies of this horsey I'm building, and this time I'm going to show you. The last time we finished with it, I was doing the staining on it, and now I've got it all completed and ready to put together, and I'd like to show you the amount of parts and what they are. So if you look at here, this is the seat, and this is the little saddle horn, and this is one of the muscles of the leg. I can bring this up to you if you want me to.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the little head, and the painting on this little head was done by Kelsey Sears, and we thought she'd done a very good job on it because it turned out to be real nice in color. So that's the little head, and this is one of the wedges, 2 of them here that go to the legs, and there's 2 over there that go to the legs. This is 4 legs that go with it, and this is the lower part of the rocker setup, and I'll show you the back of it, how it is built on the bottom side and everything like that. And then we'll go down here to this, and these are the sets. There's white, red, green, yellow, and blue, and they will be put, some of them, on the back of the little seat here for decoration. Little right around the back of the seat there. Then this is the little handle that will go between the head here, so that they'll have hold on to it with their hands. It hasn't been stained yet, but I'll take care of that right away. Then this is the eyes, which I've already got one in here already. And these little knobs you see here, are they taking good, Ruth?
Mm-hmm.
They go in these holes like that to show you, to cover up the screws. Then on this side over here, these screws and stuff, and this goes on the little bridle. I'll show you here. It sets like this when it's finished. Can you see that, Ruth?
Yeah, I think
Okay. And that goes on there. And then all the screws just goes on there, in these, all these different holes and everything. And this is the body, like this. And if you'll take it over here, I'll set it down here on the floor. She will follow me down here. I'll set it here on the floor, and I'll show you what the way it'll look when it's put together. Now, does that show all right?
so. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that's the way it'll be with these. Well, this is the wrong one. Let me get you over here and get this out. There'll be one of these on each side that will be like that. And then, of course, this will go on here like this. And then one of the legs will sit on here like that. And there'll be another leg back there and 2 on the other side, and one of these on the other side of the pony there. And then that all then fastens to the big rocker. And this is the little eyes. There'll be one of these on the other side of the horse, like this one is here. Now that'll be about all to this, because I'm now going to be able to assemble it together, and then I'll finish taking the pictures of it being assembled together. So that'll be it for now. Bye-bye. In from today, from what we left off the other day on this one, I showed you the pictures of it all laying scattered out. And I'm going to start putting it together and show you how all those pieces go together and what it looks like after it's all put together. So what we do first, we put this little head onto the body here, and you put it in here like this, and you line it up. I've got the marks, I've got it all set where I want it. Then I take this piece, which this is a little handle, and I take that and I put it right in this hole. This lines the neck up with the head. Then I take these 1.5 inch, 1 3/4 screws. There's 5 of them that goes in here with washers. And I just put them in there like that and run them down, and that'll tie the head onto the body. I have to look to make sure I'm in the right hole. And just run them all the way down. Gets one over here now, make sure I'm in the right hole. This is got to run each one of them down a little bit at a time so the neck goes down even. Takes a little time, but it's good. See it when you then pull that right over the spot then. Stayed right on there. So we'll run them all down. Then after I get these on, then I turn the body over. I'll show you in just a minute now. Then we take the body, we pick the whole
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna put the other side on now. I put my pin in here so it keeps it lined. Now look under here and make sure I get the screw started right in the hole.
Daddy, that
Huh?
paper's going to blow off again with your little pegs on it.
Let it blow off, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm lining up my screws now before I put them in. The screws start them down so I know I'm in the right place. And I run this down. And I catch one up here so I make sure they're all staying in line together. Catch one down here now. Then I run them all down real nice and snug. Now you see, I have the head fastened to the body. Now all I have to do later on when I get this all put on is I drive this down with a rubber hammer. Do that now. Okay, I've got the hammer. Tap this all the way through now. The eyeball fell out. He's blind. I just tap this all the way down. It's pretty snug. I couldn't do this only with a rubber hammer. It would bust the end of this all up. Yeah.
Could it be so tight it would break the head?
No, we've let it go now. Now, we've got the head on. Now we've got to put the body up here. Now I put this already together so it wouldn't take so long. So this is already assembled, which I screwed all the legs on through these screws in the bottom, on here on both sides, and on the ends. They're screwed in, and the legs sets like that, with a gap in it. Then I take and set it up here on the table. And it sets like this. Then I take this up and I put this right in here. Then I take one of these screws, put in this hole, and I gotta line it up with this hole in here. And then I gotta get it started a little bit, because this has gotta be done. Everything's gotta go back in the same hole. Put one in the front now, and we've got little copper washers on these. And trying to see the hole now so I can get it lined up right. There it is. We'll run this one in a little bit. This will tie it in. It's just a little slow work, but it's got to be done this way. Come on. Okay, now I'll put one in the other side and make sure I got it all straight first. There we go. Now we'll take one and put in this side. I gotta get it lined up here now. Like that. Are you being able to get it like that all right? Moving around?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna screw this in here like this. Like that. Then I take another one. Now that other hole's bound to be lined up now, because that's why I put them in separate, so that the holes will all stay the same. Got it in. There you go. Now one more in here. Now you see it's beginning to take a little bit of shape now and begin to look like something what it's supposed to be. So then I think I got one on the other side I left out. Yeah, right here too. And you got one more to put in there. Okay, now, you see there? It's all put together. It rocks now. Like that. Now we take the little seat and bring it up here. It's already got the screw set in. I've left the screw out someplace. I can see one I'm missing. Leave it out there. Well, put your little seat on like this. Make sure I get the holes lined up right, so when I run it down, I don't run it in a different place and have it to come out crooked. And I look up here and make sure I've got this one in the hole just right, and there it is. Now, I'm going to have to leave the little saddle horn off because I just stained it. I refinished it different.
Why'd you refinish it different?
Because I changed the front of the little saddle horn.
Oh.
Made it a little more round.
Oh.
So I had to restain it. So there you got it. Now this will go all the way through, and then they put the eyes in it,
Yeah, put his eye in.
and then all these pins, all these now, go in these holes, like this. Whoop. Maybe that was not right tight. Let me run that one up a little bit. I think that screw didn't go all the way up. So we put a plug in that hole. These all will be glued in. They'll be all glued in. There's one that goes in each hole like this. They're going to have to be shaped so that they'll fit up nice and flush, like this. And then there's limits. Then I'm going to have to grind them all down so they'll stay in there nice and tight. Ah, come on. Maybe that screw's not all the way far enough in it. I know it's not. Anyhow, that goes in there like that if it'll stay. And then there's one goes in each one of these holes, like that. Because they won't stay until I do. Then there's one goes in this hole like this. See, then that makes it all, that makes me so mad. Anyway, they go in like that.
Yeah.
Each one of them. And I'm going to have to grind them off so that they'll go all the way up. Because I put washers on them to hold the board tight. Anyway, it'll be like that. Then I'll get the little saddle and show you. This has been redone. I'm a little bit late on this. When I get it finished and stained, then it's going to set on there just like that, and that will be glued on. And that's just about all we can do to it now.
And it's going to have little reins.
Yeah, they're little reins. If you'll shut it off a minute, I'll go get them and chew them in and just let it show what it is. Little reins is made out of a real nice tough stuff, but it's made out of a binocular neck piece to hold the binoculars, and it came out just right for it. And one of these screws right in here, like that. It's also glued in. Then the other one, we have to cut it off after we get the length we want. That's what we've been waiting to cut it off. And Grandma Tyree made this for me.
Great-grandma Tyree.
Great-grandma Tyree made that so that she'd have something to do. She'd been helping me along. She helped me hold it and do different things to it, you know, where I was kind of in a...
And she was straw boss, I bet.
Yeah, she's a straw boss. Okay, anyway, this will go over here, and then it will be cut off. This one side's not sewed yet, to where it's just the right length to fit right over the little saddle horn like that.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, and then the other little eye, let me turn it around the other direction, let you see the other side. All of my plugs are falling out, I can see that.
Oh, wow.
But I can fix that easy, it's no problem. And we'll put the other little eye in. You can see how pretty it is. That goes in there like that. And then these are going to be put right on here. Can you see that, Ruth?
Yeah.
Now
I
that'll
can
be
see.
right on there mounted on.
Let me get a close-up.
And then there'll be one on each side. So it makes it look like a real little tie to get there for the bridle. And I got to buy a drill small enough to drill a hole in this because it has to be real small.
Oh.
And there'll be a little round-headed nail hole that in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, all these go in here, but they're not staying. I've got to grind them off a little bit since I put washers on these screws so they hold that wood better. My back gums are a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll...
They'll be all right.
When I get through them, they'll fit in there real nice. They won't never come out.
Just so some little person can't get them out to put in their mouth.
I'll just put them in the ones that'll stay in.
I know my grandchild wouldn't do that, but Mel's kid might.
Yeah, well, we're not going to take any chances on that anyway. What I know is
Whoop. One on the other side came off.
and they're all falling back. Damn it.
Daddy.
I'll set them up real tight and then install the things on. Okay, that little word I said there wasn't supposed to be in there for the baby. That was only supposed to be for my daughter.
We'll bleep it out.
Yeah. So now you see now how that dresses that up? And you have no screws or nothing showing.
That's cute. That's cute.
And there's some goes in their legs here. And another one goes in here in this place, see? And then that makes it look real nice. And they're a little bit darker. I painted those and this a little bit darker than the rest of it, so to be an offset for the brown stuff up here.
Let's turn it around where it's facing the sun, and I'll walk out that way and take it where I think the sun will show the pretty colors in it and everything that for her.
You ain't gonna see much from the front.
No, I mean turn it sideways where the side faces the sun.
Turn it around this way then.
See if we can get another view of it.
And this is a little range. It'll be shorter when it's finished. All those darn things. I wish they quit falling out.
Well, that's okay. You're not finished with it yet.
But anyway, there it is.
We'll get it again when you get them
Now,
all in.
You got it on?
Uh-huh.
All right, I've had quite a few hours. I got 8 weeks in it. 8 weeks in this work in this. And I got about $55 worth of lumber. And the pleasure of building it has been just wonderful. And so I hope you kids, when you see this and get it, I hope you enjoy it and keep it in the family.
And remember, Great Grandpa's love's in it.
Yeah, and for great grandma and great grandpa, we love you both very much, and we're going to love our little snot face.
Oh, that's a sweet face. Okay, so we're going to continue it later then, huh?
Yeah,
When you get it all done.
All of it is now all we got to do now, before I put all this on permanently. There's 2 more coats of everything goes on this, and then everything that. So there it is.
Okay.
Now, and I finally got this little thing project put together, and the things I was telling you about before, that I have just finished up. I finished all of my 2 more coats of parathane. I put the eyes in permanent. I put the reins on, completed with the right length. I put my little sets in here to keep these sharp edges from cutting little hands. And so that puts it all finished up in first-class shape.
What about the seat?
And on the little seat, if you'll notice, there's little sets I put around to kind of dawn them, but they're all different colors. And this kind of gives it a little color on the back end, on the butt part back here. And now you've been watching this movie, this project, and this movie since I first started till I finished it. And now the little pony has something it wants to say to you. I quote, "I am not a big horse. I am not a itty bitty horse, but I think I am a very cute little quarter horse." How about that? Shut up.
Okay, Daddy, I want you to show us your uniform here. This is one of the new Lake County security guards, Kanaktai Private Security. Okay, let's model this guy. He comes with his jacket, with the,
Flashlight.
well, take the jacket off and show us the shirt and the badge. I mean, we have to see your stinking badge.
You want to see my sticking badge? You don't see my radio because I don't have it.
Oh, okay. And got his flashlight. Isn't that something? A new security guard. How about that? So anybody that wants to come to Lake County can feel safe now.